In today's video, we are going to be talking about how to shoot a scene, and we are going to be learning from the filmmaking master himself, Ryan Connolly, from the Film Riot YouTube channel. And without much ado, let's get right into the video. But before we do so, please make sure to show Reed from the Reed channel some love. That guy is simply amazing. He gave me this shirt, and it's really an honor to have this shirt from Reed. On Reed's channel, he actually makes videos on visual effects. So if you really want to become a visual effect artist or learn how to make, some basic VFX, please make sure to check out Reed's channel because that guy is really amazing. So without much ado, let's get right in learning how to shoot a scene from Ryan Connolly himself. And however, I also personally do have lots of videos on this channel which actually talks about the same topic. Mine differs from Ryan's approach because I actually do practical on-site application of some of these techniques. So at the end of this video, I'm going to have it at the end, or let's say links to it in the description below. Please make sure to check them out if you really want to learn much more about how to shoot a scene. But theoretically, let's learn what it entails to shoot a scene from this episode posted by Film Riot. Let's get right into this.
On today's Film Riot Mondays, we talk about coverage. More fun than a Cinnabon.
Hey, champ.
Come to make fun of me?
Nah, not this time.
Thanks. Oh, God.
What is alcohol?
It's rubbing alcohol.
What's the difference?
There's a big difference. Besides, I don't drink.
For someone who doesn't drink, you should have lodged that down your gullet pretty quickly.
Please go away forever.
Can't. Got you something, buckaroo.
What's the point? Nothing will bring Harry Potter back. The last film came and went. Now I have nothing to look forward to.
Oh, I think you do. See, Josh, Harry Potter isn't over. You are Harry Potter.
Me?
Yes, you have the wizard's touch, Harry. You can do anything with your new powers, even stop speeding cars in their tracks.
I'm a wizard.
You better believe it.
I'm a wizard.
Now you get out there and put your power to work.
I will. I'm a wizard.
That was actually pretty nice of you, Emily.
Huh? Oh, no. I'm just hoping he gets hit by a car so I can put it on YouTube.
Kids. Logo. Welcome to Film Riot Mondays, the little brother to Film Riot. Now, you're probably thinking, wait, what? Where are the Harry Potter effects that we were promised? Not today, my friends.
Classical Film Riot, guys. For those of you who really know Ryan, this guy is amazing. He's a genius. They actually found ways of adding comedy to their show, and it keeps you just hooked. I really love Film Riot to the core, guys. Amazing.
Not today, my friends. We'll be getting to those on Thursday's episode. Today, we'll be answering this fine gentleman's email. Dear Film Riot guys, I wanted to know how you shoot your sketches with all the angles. Do you have multiple cameras? Also, could you explain the difference between a sequence, a shot, and a scene? I hear people talking about all three as if they're different. Thanks and keep rocking. Hayden. Oh, you're f***ing right, I'll keep rocking.
Yeah, it's time to burn rubber with rock and roll racing.
I eat rock and roll for breakfast.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
So back off, wimps.
Now, before we get into the coverage I use for the opening scene, let's clear up the whole shot, scene, sequence thing. And it goes in that order, actually. First is the shot, which is one of many angles you'll use to shoot your scene. A scene is one location of a sequence, and a sequence is a larger connecting portion of your film that will usually have multiple scenes. For example, say you have a heist film. At some point in the film, you're going to have the bank robbery sequence. And during this sequence, there'll be a scene outside the bank, then inside where they take control of the bank, then another scene in the vault, and then finally their getaway chase scene. And each of these scenes will have multiple shots, meaning different camera angles. I think that clears it up. So with that out of the way, let's get into coverage. Imagine the scene we just showed you playing out in one shot. would be boring, feel too long, and would keep us detached from the characters since we're not getting close enough to feel like we're inside the action. Plus, you don't have control over the pacing, which is very important with comedy or when working with children. So if your dialogue plays a bit slower in real life, that could make the scene feel like it drags and kills a lot of the comedy, which is why we add more coverage like the singles of each character. Now we have 3 shots to cut around to tell our story and build the tone and pacing the story needs. Now I can have the actors' dialogue overlap each other or cut each other off and make it seem like it's moving much faster, or slow down the moment to really push the comedy. This basic setup of the master shot and 2 singles is called triangle coverage. It's the simplest way to shoot a scene and a great foundation to build around to create an even better visual story. But we aren't done just yet. The scene has 2 objects that we need to call attention to, so we need to have extra coverage just for these objects. Shots like this that aren't the main action but are things that help for cutting together later are called inserts. Inserts are different angles of things that are already covered in the master shot but aren't the main subject, such as the actors. These shots are very important though. Without them, the entire wand section of that scene would have just been weird and would have felt as though something was missing. Finally, we have the cutaway. Cutaway is a shot not covered in the master shot. Say an actor looking off screen and we cut to the clock that they're looking at, that would be a cutaway. In this scene, I guess you could say that the shot of me was our cutaway, although it's a shot of an actor, so it technically wouldn't be a cutaway. Either way, that's coverage. Pretty simple and extremely effective, and once you master it, you can mold it to fit whatever feeling you want to convey. And sometimes it's even the lack of coverage that'll make a scene great. You could use M. Night's earlier films or Hitchcock's film like Rope as an example there. Sometimes it's much more effective to just hold a shot to create suspense or drama. Like TNT, they know drama. No, they don't. Yes, they do. But with that section nicely wrapped up like a present hiding a naked cowboy, we'll get to the last part of the question, and that is whether or not we use multiple cameras. The answer to this is no. We have actually never used more than 1 camera on Film Riot, and even my short film Tell was shot completely with the 1 camera setup. I personally like working this way, although there are times I think the comedy would definitely flow better if we had 2 cameras. But the way we do this is by shooting one side of the scene all the way through, having Josh finish all his dialogue for the scene, and then jumping to the next angle to then have Emily do all her dialogue. Then later you'll bring your footage into your editor and cut it all together. Now I have been asked that question a lot over the course of the show, and what they ask along with that typically is if they should shoot a little bit of the dialogue, then switch to the other angle and shoot a little bit of it, pretty much shooting it in real time, cutting back and forth between the 2 actors, and that actually wouldn't make much sense. It would make production take a lot longer since you'll be moving lighting and gear more than is needed. Just shoot everything from one angle, then cut to the other angle and shoot everything you need. That's the best way to do it.
Now, what Ryan just said is very, very key, or let's say it's very, very important, because imagine you are shooting a scene and let's say the person says, good morning, and you have to pause, point the camera to the next person and says, I'm fine. And you pause again, you show it to the person at the other side again, the person says another line, you pause. Imagine if, let's say, you have lightning and you've lit this person. Does it mean that when you pause again, you have to come and move all the lightning from this side to the other person here again, light the person? That is practically impossible. So what we do is that when you set up on this particular person, you shoot the whole scene on the person, then you switch to the other side, light the next person, shoot the whole scene over there, then you now combine them in editing. I have a practical video on this. You can click here to watch that particular video, or I have links to that in the description. Please make sure to check it out. And if you did get a ton of information out of this video, please make sure to click on the subscribe button, or maybe please make sure to click on the like button as well, because that goes a long way in helping other people discover this channel right here on YouTube. And if you do want to watch the full video itself, I have links to Film Riot channel in the description. Please make sure to go there, check out this whole video, and please make sure to subscribe to Film Riot. I know we are just a small channel in comparison to Film Riot, but hey, every little single droplet of water makes a mighty ocean. So please make sure to click on the subscribe button when you go to the Film Riot YouTube channel, because they are almost just some few subscribers away from 2 million. And to be an honor to witness Ryan get into that feat, because he has actually had lots of impact on my career as a filmmaker. And they have lots of very great videos, very, very great videos on their channel that you have to check out on their channel. And if you are just discovering this video for the very first time or seeing my face for the very first time, welcome. This is Africa Amaze channel. Over here, I do talk about cinematography, photography, editing, and all its related branches. We also watch movies and talk about other film industries all across the globe. If all this sounds interesting, then I'll do much appreciate it if you do click on the subscribe button. Please make sure to do turn on the post notification bell so you are notified anytime I drop awesome content like this right here from Africa. And like always, until next time, keep practicing filmmaking. Peace out.